Hello, John Hughes here with This'll Be Wisdom on Wednesday. And today I have a special surprise for you. Going forward, I will be having interviews whenever possible with people that can bring you information that will help you to improve your life and work towards your goals. And you know that we talk a lot about diet, health, and getting in better shape, losing fat. And today I have with me a young lady, and she'll introduce herself and tell you her story and what happened and what she's doing now. And so her name is Barbara Diaz. She works with me, and we won't mention where we work because this will go out to a lot of other people. But I get to see her regularly, and I ran into her walking the other day because I do that regularly, and so does she. And I mentioned that she'd slimmed down a lot, and she shared her story, and I thought you guys need to know that. So without further ado, I'm going to try to swing the camera her way and let her talk, beginning with, okay, well, here, let me introduce the world to Barbara. Hi, Barbara.
Hey,
Okay.
what's up, John?
Well, first, I'd like to thank you very much for joining us today and sharing your story. I know there's a lot of people out there that are probably going to be able to really relate to a lot of what you've been through and
Yes.
the hopes that you're, experiencing and ultimately the results that you've been getting. And so why don't you start with what life was like, what motivated you to get involved in this change? Well, going back, like growing up as a young girl and a young lady, what did you experience with weight issues and struggles?
I mean, pretty much, John, my whole life, I really was overweight as far back as I can remember. Pretty much started my weight loss journey last year of March. And within like a year and 3 months, I've lost about 140 pounds. What life was when I was 380 pounds, I mean, it's pretty much terrible. I didn't have any energy to do anything. I ate because I had a lot of anxiety and like just mindless eating. I mean, it was even tiresome for me to get from the parking lot into work. So yeah, life definitely wasn't enjoyable. I would miss out on a lot of just concerts and things, even going to like Disney because I couldn't walk as much. And yeah, life now, I mean, I can't
Well,
complain.
let's come back to life now because you're it's a great story what you've shared, but I don't want to jump too fast to the answer. I think a lot of people may be able to relate to what you went through before being heavier than comfortable. What happened when you went to the doctor? What kind of reports? What was your health like?
I mean, pretty much, I had high blood pressure for sure. I was pre-diabetic. Definitely wasn't looking good back then. And again, like I said, I always felt tired. It really wasn't a good feeling. That actually pushed me. That scare with the doctor, the first scare, pushed me into actually doing research and just going online and trying to see what I could do to better myself. I found that fasting has worked for me. I also eat keto, which means low carb, try to stick under 20 grams of carbs or less. And I fast normally 16 hours a day, which really just means skipping breakfast, really. It's not that hard to do, and again, the results are amazing. I've lost 150 pounds in like a year and 3 months. I haven't had surgery. I mean, I have so much energy now. My sales numbers have gone up. My confidence has gone up. I walk about 5 to 6 miles a day. Every time I go to Orlando, I do like 2, 3 parks a day. Just things I couldn't do before. So I would say life right now is definitely more enjoyable.
Okay, well, thank you for that. What's a typical day's food like? What kind of stuff do you eat?
To be honest, I eat a lot of veggies. I normally like to get about 5 to 7 cups. I do a lot of cooked spinach. If not, I'm usually doing like broccoli, cauliflower, and my protein of choice. That's
Okay.
pretty much what it looks like.
What do you avoid?
Processed food for sure. Sugar. I mean, no, sugar is terrible. Of course, carbs. I just try to eat as natural as possible. Plants, veggies, and meat, grass-fed meat. Really simple way of life. I try to avoid snacking. That's actually something that fasting helped. I used to snack a lot, like mindlessly. And ever since I started fasting, like that's really helped with how much I snack. I actually have one meal a day normally, so I've completely cut off the snacking. So
And
fasting and keto goes hand in hand.
Was that hard to make the, what was it now? We've talked about the beginning, what life was like before, and what it's like for you now, and just congratulations. I think it's fantastic. What was it that made the change for you? How did you get started with keto?
To be honest, I've always read about it. I'm usually on Reddit, and it made like top page all the time. So I always I read about it, and I knew the benefits of it. I just knew it was gonna be super hard to do. But when I had that click that I needed to change my life, that's how I started keto, and I just take it a day at a time. It's really simple. Eat less than 20 grams of carbs and try to stay away from processed food. Just take it a day at a time, and that's it. And you'll end up a year and a half later a completely different person in a completely different body.
Absolutely. 100 and how many pounds?
150.
In about a year and 3 months.
Yeah.
That is fantastic. Well, congratulations. Now, I imagine that a lot of people are really going to be excited to learn about this and see it in real life, and people here may know you. Can they get in touch with you?
Yes, absolutely. I have an Instagram where you'll see all my progress pics, actually. It's Barbz, BARBZ _Vader, like Darth Vader. And you could follow me there. It's public. You know, again, I post a lot of my meals that I eat. I post like the fasting times. That's another thing that's key in losing weight. You have to count calories. You have to find little things that help you in that day to day. So I use apps, and I always post what I eat every day. I post how many miles, how many steps I get. So if you guys want to follow me there and follow my journey, you're more than welcome to. It's Barbz _Vader.
Fantastic. Are there any people you like to watch or books you like to read that you might suggest other people check into also?
Keto Connect on YouTube and Instagram, and Dr. Eric Berg. He definitely makes it as simple as possible.
That's awesome. Well, again, congratulations. Much success going forward, and I really thank you very much for sharing your story with everybody, and hopefully there'll be a lot of change because of this, and I wish you continued success.
Absolutely. If I could do it, anyone could do it. So just take it a day at a time.
Awesome. Thanks very much, Barbara.
Thank you.